like that, and then I picked it back up in 2020. I took a long break to play racquetball.
I took some time out and did ultra distance running for about 18 years. Some speed skating.
Fun.
And then I kept seeing people riding by on bikes and then trikes again.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And I decided I had to get back into it.
Where's Mike?
He went down to look for Poppy and go to the bathroom.
He went to go look for Poppy. Okay, I'm going to go to the restroom.
Do it.
You know what? I'm going to do.
Don't rush.
Here I can.
Don't rush.
Don't rush. God, I'm a
First thing I said to her, she jammed her chain in,
Okay,
and I said, first rule, don't rush.
Yeah.
You gotta figure out what's going on.
Tear
first.
that hanger up or those spokes and you're in trouble.
I just see people yanking on them.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they're like, messing up their carbon. Like be patient.
Focus eye.
It's always like, this has never happened to me before. It's like, well, in cycling, there's always a first.
Yep. And the more you learn from the first time, the less you have to do it again to learn again.
Exactly. I always tell people, I go, first two rules in cycling is gravity is real. One day it will find you. And they go, what does that mean? I go,
Trust me.
eventually you are going to crash.
Yep.
You're going to fall.
You're
going
going to pick yourself up off the deck.
It is just an inevitability of cycling. There's not a single damn person who's ever ridden who has not fallen over, crashed, or whatever.
That was exactly why I retired from road racing. I got tired of picking myself up off the deck.
Well, here in Southern California, criteriums, some of them were just, you get to the race and you're like, what the fuck was the race from thinking? Like St. Valentine's Day Massacre was named that for a reason.
Yeah.
It's like, how can you fit that many turns in that sort of course? It's like, you get cat 4s and 5s now, it's like, it's a bloodbath.
That's a nice looking trike.
That's a nice looking bike.
Thanks.
Where you heading, Head?
Went to Huntington Beach and then out here a little ways and then heading back home.
Yeah?
Nice.
Yeah.
Where's home?
Head makes nice
Costa
stuff.
Mesa.
Okay.
Head makes nice stuff. I really thought the company might go away when he passed away.
Who's that?
Head, Steve Head.
Oh.
His wife really did a good job of keeping that company going.
Yeah, they make nice wheels.
No, they make fantastic wheels.
Yeah, I've had great luck with these.
Yeah,
I mean, they're proud of them, but
yeah, they made their bones in triathlons in 30 days.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
They used to even make front wheels like that fits these, but I think they stopped that part.
Oh, smaller.
Yeah,
diameter.
20 inch.
Yeah.
Oh, they're 20 inch. Okay.
Yeah. It's not this BMX 20 inch, it's a European 20 inch. 406.
Is that the same as a Bike Friday? I think Bike Friday is.
Yeah, it probably is.
I think Bike Fridays are 20.
A 406.
So
Yeah.
you must climb with this thing, huh? 'Cause
I do.
You got a triple on it.
Yeah, well, I do like Big Bear and Mount Baldy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's too heavy to be competitive against a road bike climbing.
Oh,
Of course.
I have
For sure.
two 85-ounce hydration packs under here. One with water, one with mango juice.
oh.
Because most of my rides are well over 100 miles.
So you don't stop.
Yeah,
You just keep rolling.
yeah. I like to just,
That's what I like to keep going.
like if I get to like Huntington Beach, I'm going to pause down at the pier or downtown or something like that just for a minute. Then I'm out again.
Yeah.
Or Balboa, or
Where-
even San Clemente or Dana Point or something like that.
So up and down the coast.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And otherwise, I'll head out into the desert toward Palm Springs or Victorville.
What's the best way? Because last week I went out this and went through Corona, but I didn't really know where to go out past that.
Well,
There's
if
the Santa Ana River Trail you can catch. It's like what, about 4 miles? 5 miles?
it's about a 4-mile gap between the end of this trail
Yeah.
at Green River. If you get up on 6th Street in Corona, take it over to Main Street. Take Main Street north to Norco. At 2nd Street, you make a right, and you just keep working your way over east until you run out of ways to go east and kind of go north a little bit, and you'll run into the beginning of the Santa Ana River Trail again.
Again.
And that'll take you all the way around to where Redlands and San Bernardino intersect.
Yeah.
at Waterman Road.
Is that a pretty decent ride out there?
Yeah, it's kind of bumpy. It's got, there's bumpy stretches up here. It's kind of like that. Most of it. Some of it is all right, kind of like this.
They have a few more homeless people there.
They're not exactly on the trail, though. They're off the
They're
trail.
off the trail.
Most of them.
I went
usually
past Green River Road and then climbed that kind of one long hill there and then turned around because I didn't really know where I was. But.
Get Ride with GPS. It's an excellent navigation app. There's features in it where you can have it pull up every bike trail, every bike lane, so you can get a bird's eye view of all of it and then pick your routes. And you can drop pointers and it'll figure out how to get you there.
Awesome.
From where you are?
The thing that we use that in Europe too is they have these things called heat maps.
Yep.
And the heat maps are really good because the heat maps will show you the more popular trails.
Really?
More popular roads.
Because I'm not from here.
Yeah, and there's also a list in there of, based on where you are, all the routes that people have ridden.
You can even Google it. If you Google, like Riverside, San Diego River Trail or something, in Google and then put Ride with GPS, it will find other people's routes that they've uploaded.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I find routes like that all the time.
I have to try that one.
Yeah, that works. But where the San Diego River Trail starts in Riverside, it's near these horse stables.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those big horse.
Yeah.
Horse
It's
stables.
kind of a remote area.
It's kind of a weird.
Off of
it's
Arlington.
Kind of a weird spot.
It's Arlington Boulevard or Arlington
when
Avenue.
we do that one ride, Maria, where we finish the Tio's
I
ride,
like to go out for
we
it.
come out that bike trail.
You like Tio's Tacos? Yeah, that's an excellent place. Downtown Riverside.
Of course.
They do. If you're vegan, they do great vegan tacos too.
Yeah, we have a ride that we go out there and we do climb up. What's the Rubidoux?
Mount Rubidoux.
Yeah, I like that.
That's my favorite place to go. Since you can't really set these things up as a fixed gear, I figured out that if you go to the top of Mount Rubidoux, put it in your big ring and whatever gear you think you can hold on to in the back, and roll down it backwards. Just use your peripheral vision.
Excuse me?
Wow.
Did you just say roll down Rubidoux backwards?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh my
you can
God.
you can actually, if you use your legs for braking and try to stay off your brakes, your regular brakes, you can feel every muscle void in your pedal
What
stroke.
a workout that must be.
Yeah, and like when
I don't know if I wanna do that.
a couple of days later
I'm
though,
still working on the backwards part.
you
Who
go.
cares what muscles
Oh,
you
it's
use?
freaky the first time you do it because you really get a feel for how jinky your
So back in
back
the
vision
80s,
is.
back in the 80s, they had this guy, and his name was Wrong Way Wooten. So Wrong Way Wooten had this bike, and he would ride it backwards, and he had all these mirrors, and then his bike, fully loaded, was like 150, 200 pounds. And he'd ride across the country and do, charity stuff.
Yeah.
And I met him one time. He came to Claremont. He was eating at Yanni's. Someone goes, "Hey, there's a bike over at Yanni's. You gotta go check it out." And I went over there and I saw this bike with all these bags. And I'm like, "That's got to be him." I go over there and met him, and he was this black guy. I think he's from Philadelphia. And
That
he
actually
would
sounds
ride
familiar.
his bike backwards across the country.
See,
Wrong Way Wooten.
when I was a kid, before I was even a teenager, I used to ride banana seat
Oh, yeah.
spider
Steroids.
bike,
Well,
Sears spider
I think
bike.
we all did that when we were young.
I reached raw wheelies like 20, 30 miles
Is
to
Poppy
the next
over
town
there?
and back.
No.
Bobby,
Have a good ride, huh?
Yeah, you have a good one too.
Did anybody try to text him or call him?
I
Yeah,
got
if he's not here yet, he's not coming till for a while.
Oh, puppy.
Poppy, he likes to take his time. He'll see it. He'll stop by and see us.
Is that a power bank under your computer?
No, this is a light actually.
It has its own power supply though,
Yeah.
and the computer can tap into it.
Nope.
No,
You didn't see his car?
I've seen power banks that can go
Yeah,
under.
they're power banks. I got the 130.
He might be on the road because he's not answering.
Is that the solar?
He's not answering.
No, the plus.
Okay. Yeah, he
And
might be
honestly,
driving.
I've done centuries where I've used 30%.
Wow.
All
So I
right.
guess we're gonna
It's
roll
really
then.
efficient.
Yeah.
After these
This
guys.
this just has this hooks into the Garmin mount and then the Garmin mount hooks into it. So when you just come apart,
Yeah.
it's just an extra like what you have up front. Just having that extra layer of
That's what my issue
like
is.
don't freaking hit me.
Hey, buddy. Where you at?
My derailleur's not working, Eric.
We're
Your derailleur's
How fast
the
is it?
E?
It's,
Is it
yeah,
electronic?
yeah.
That's okay. Let me figure it out.
Hey, you guys. Can we wait for poppies in the parking lot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because my bike's not working. It won't go over to the big ring.
Okay.
Well, it goes over, but then it comes back.
Okay, so let's shift down a little bit. It's not. Hold on. No, you have to lift it. No, go to the lower here. Keep coming to me. Okay. Now try to go big to small.
Oh, big to small?
You don't want to pull.
Okay. Okay, so sometimes gear combinations. So like if you're here and here, you're cross chaining, which you're not supposed to do. So come down 2-3 clicks and then do that shift, and it will work.
So somehow the load sensor can detect that cross chaining?
Well, I don't know if it can or not. It's just the angle isn't quite right. The angle's not
Something
quite
sounds
right.
like it needs to be lubed.
No, it needs to be looked at.
Yeah,
But
and I
what-
just had a tune-up done. That's what makes me so mad. Is it went in for
Tune-ups
its
are-
1-year checkup?
You got to remember
You
though,
need to
those are
go-
done. Those are
I
usually
always
not
tell
done under
people-
load though.
Huh?
Those
Spend.
they're not usually done under load though. A good mechanic will take them out for a ride
Yes,
afterwards.
good mechanic. You do stuff in stand, it's irrelevant. I go, spend 10 hours and go through the park tool videos on YouTube and figure out how to do it yourself.
Yeah, it's not
And
hard
then
to learn.
you don't have to rely on
I have the
tune-up.
tool that
No.
does all this
Park
stuff.
tool, YouTube, go through their videos and learn how to do everything. The guy is super good.